And we are off with Inferno. Map number 2 between ODDIK and BESTIA, and an absolutely insane map number 1. ODDIK were able to best the just absolute chaos that BESTIA brought to the table. Find ourselves here on Inferno. I'm fine, Joe McCall, extra McHenry, as Woody, he's back in the server and he's looking to have some impact.
There we go. We have him back here playing once again there, and definitely played a good map there towards the tail end. Definitely called a hell of a map as well here. We'll see if he's able to bring that same energy. We got a little bit of side swap there. Bonzer going to just eliminate Noxide down. And now he'll be calling from the sidelines here for BESTIA as he watches the rest of his roster trying to work it. It boosted up into Boiler, which could actually surprise here. We'll see if that is the case. Thomason does get one, but he's quickly chased down by Turtle. Now they're starting to realize that B's a little bit weak with all the presence, but it's still reinforced with Matios.
B's looking a little weak just as Matios hits a shoulder swing to delete the first entry. And so BESTIA trying to reconsider a little... I call that the Valorant jump spot, but it works out well for Turtle. He gets the information, the backstab there from Woody as well, and just peeking out Myron, and then hits him with the wide swing, the Peak 2000, working out for Woody. It's the first round for ODDIK.
Nicely done. I mean, easily converted right there. Not a question in this world, as they do find some success, right? They actually invested a lot in trying to boost them up in towards the apartment side of things, and then they get blasted. It's exciting. This is my first Inferno I think I cast on CS2, so looking forward to seeing, you know, the changes, because I played it a little bit and it feels a lot different to play, right? With the options for the CT side can be pretty severe if you're a well-practiced, well-drilled team, and you're keeping up to date with the meta. If you're watching some of the games over there in Sydney and seeing what some of the tier 1 rosters have been putting through together, and you're able to bring some of that game into your, you know, back pocket, there's a lot of options for CT sides now to really dominate, and especially when you add an opening pistol like that to ODDIK's favor. It's a fantastic kickoff. Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about, the, you know, I guess I call it the Austin CSGO smoke that goes to bottom of T steps. That both smokes off T steps and bottom banana at the same time, allowing for full mid control. Phase in Sydney, where basically throwing a bottom mid smoke off spawn is the exact same thing. So, you know, some variety here. I believe ODDIK tried to throw that bottom T-step smoke, but it kind of just went into T-spawn instead. So, maybe no big deal, as it's just Glocks, armorless. So, some time to iron out the little things that matter. As it's going to be Woody to clean up, and a quick 2-0 start there for ODDIK. We'll see if we're going to see any of these nifty little CT side strategies open up, because I'm sure they've seen it in scrims, but this is BESTIA's first CS2 official.
Yeah, no question. They might have some stuff they need to clean up here or there, like that smoke in particular, but you can shake that one off. Like you said, it's not that big. When you're throwing up against Glocks, you're not going to get punished, but maybe when there's AKs on the other end of things, that's where the concerns might start to step on in. Will be in play here and now, but there you go. Bottom banana utility already established here. Full control already taken. HEs are now sinking on in as well. Add insult to injury. Not the most util damage being done either, so BESTIA doing their best to avoid that.
Let's see, just a little bit of a standoff here. This is looking like a more normal Inferno round, and honestly, it's a more normal round of Counter-Strike in general from what we've gotten so far this series. No way, teams are actually fighting for map control and not getting blown up in the first 30 seconds.
I feel like if you're on the T side, you're kind of forced to play this way. And again, the map control options for the CT side is pretty immense, so and might be forced here. Great Molotov. He tossed out right there. That's going to disrupt here big time.
It'd be an unexpected position, but Thomason spins at the perfect moment just as he was about to get eliminated. He even swings back and forth, makes himself hard to hit. At the same time, it's coming through the B side at the moment. Ponter, he's unable to do anything with his back turned to the execute. And it's sitting in a 2 versus 4. Mattios late to the scene and also getting flanked out straight up by Deco. And yeah, he's going to be a dead man in just a moment. There you have it. As BESTIA will clean convert on their first gun round. Just what you want to see. We want to see a competitive game. I don't like these runaway starts. Turtle's going to tuck away and hold on to that AK.
Massive concern there would have been, you know, stopping the bomb plant. And Coffins, if he was on the right spam, I don't know if he heard or if he even wanted to attempt it, because sometimes, you know, the spam comes right back and you wanted to maybe play the post plant a little bit longer, but the only way you win that, right, is if you deny that bomb plant, and that reality, and as they're unable to do so, BESTIA, they do use a lot of that clock, but they use it effectively. Able to take some map control, able to wait for aggression there late into the round. You knew that aggression was coming from what it looked like from Thomas in his apartments. Look, that sick little 180 he did to ensure that he's able to stay alive and work that mid control to continue to draw attention that way, right? They had a 4-player setup there, which quickly turned into a 3-player setup when he did land that kill, and concerns could have been offered up right there if he was not as prepared as he was.
Look at Turtle! Oh, it's going to be a full mid collapse here coming through from ODDIK. Turtle flying through the apartments and Knight it down middle as well, but more steps being taken forward here. Ponter is going to make it work, though. Join together with Mattios to Nate, sends Noxie flying. It's a 2 versus 5.
Just a devastating map control round right there. That's what I mean. I feel like the options aren't really there for early control to fight back. You can see the options for the CT side. They can run down middle. They can run through apartments. And they can sure as hell take B control as well with what they're able to establish, right? I mean, already it was pretty tough for a T side to take banana control back. But what the T side used to have pretty effectively was that, you know, those window flashes, as we call them. When you time it every round to flash things down, as they just dominate towards the tail end. But that was a big tool that has now been removed with the, like, random little connection of the building over there towards banana. So fighting for banana is a whole nother level of difficulty here right now for the T side as well. And you can see that even with 2 players, the CT side can pretty dominantly, if they've got the right tools, the right utility, they can pretty dominantly take that ground right from the T side.
Yeah, now that, you make a really good point, because the only thing that would really punish the top banana swing is obviously the barrel smolly, but, you know, CTs have been extinguishing that smoke for like 5 years now.
Right.
And backing that up was the flash to actually stop the aggression in its tracks, but there's nothing there at the moment for the T side, so CTs get full B side control. And then you have the mid smokes that have been coming through with the opened up skyboxes that are available for the CT side as well. And so the only thing that, you know, the T side really has to work with is alt mid, and that only leads to the apartments. All things said, it's gonna be very interesting to see how this map develops. Throughout the course of CS2, you know, what adjustments are going to take place. Right now, look at this again, just chokehold on the map. As BESTIA, the only place they can work with here is alt mid.
Suffocating right now on the defense, taking so much ground so quickly, and the op is zoomed in right now. This is a bit of an off angle here. It's a very slim pixel for Woody to work off of, but he can't deal with the Hall's pop there. He does take care of the first. He has to move out of the position there, but he gets away safely as well.
Yeah, into pit, solid position, and a great headshot on the iron. ODDIK are working this CT side very, very well. They're taking full control of the map. They're understanding the meta. And just another 1-for-1 Knight that gets the full information onto Noxie. And hopping out of the apartments into his doom. As Ponter is having a really raucous start to this map as well. Helped out by Woody, who's also 8-1.
Just has to feel a little bit suffocating for BESTIA right now, just to try and leave spawn.
Dude, all 3 timeouts within the first 5 rounds. What is this?
That's insane. No time to discuss it. And I understand why they want to use it on their T set. I feel like their protocols, their game plans, they better be good on the second half there. But if they're not, man, yeah, it's gonna be incredibly tough to pull this one back without the timeouts that you would need, without the ability to discuss the game plan. I mean, if things don't start going right here, and you're probably not going to get anything in this round. If things don't start going right after this round, then you're not going to have any tools to try and pause the momentum or break ODDIK apart here.
This is going to be huge momentum. That's not how you don't throw your guns. You do release the smoke. I would assume that the jump throw bind that he has is right next to his drop key. It could cost a little bit. I say that as Turtle mows down 4 players by taking only a single Glock shot. But you know, it could have gotten weird. But either way, with that little funny blunder aside and a pretty anticlimactic round, it's 5 rounds to ODDIK, and now BESTIA need the solution to ODDIK's just overwhelming map control here.
Yeah, this is where they, have probably called in the timeout for more so than that last round where they just ran through the flames into Turtle's open arms. This is where they set their focus right here, right now. This is where they need to find some success there.
Yeah, but I'm a little worried here. This nade is a good nade, but it looks like ODDIK were actually prepared for what he was holding the line. Okay, but with all 3 timeouts being called very early on in this round, I worry. Do BESTIA have a solution to this? This feels like it could be the meta as we see it, but right now they cannot handle this aggression that's coming down from ODDIK CT side. Non-stop pushes and frags for this team. As the bomb's down in banana, with a minute remaining on the clock, BESTIA have a lot of time to think about this one.
It's so impossible to get past right there. You can see them working their best to try and move past it. Woody will get surprised. That's something. But again, need to remind you that bomb is outside of the smoke there. And they've got Turtle to cover their CT spawn. Another smoker cycle. Turtle will clothesline Thomason on the re-aggression. AC's not going to blow open the smoke. It's going to be smoke spam as the best case scenario. Flash won't do too much either. And this round is just going to fizzle out here. I mean, Myron with the quarter HP is not going to be able to break past 3 players just scoped in on his location here.
So, Cole, what I'm worried about is BESTIA is playing this map like it's global offensive. Is what I'm worried about. First of all, the flash that Myron just threw, I don't even think it works.
Yeah,
because
right.
that wall's so high, like it just pops above the building, and there's no problem for ODDIK.
Yeah, and it almost doesn't even really matter either, because it's like he's never gonna peek that. They're never gonna chase that. But it's like if you throw in that flash again, that kind of hints at you, not fully being prepared here for what is on offer. Meanwhile, you look at ODDIK and their CT side, and they're playing it like it's brand new spanking CS2 here, and they're just dominating the map control. I mean, every round is a variation on the sort of ground that they want to take. That last one, they have a little mid smoke, which is a new addition that we haven't really seen in Go, where you smoke the middle of mid, and that just threatens the possibility of taking all mid control, and then bam, all of a sudden there's 3 players towards B, and you don't really expect it. I think this is going to be a not live again, though. You have a little bit of a tech flare up.
Yeah, so we're going to get a little restart here as we enter into attack. I actually wanted to check out the map stats for IEM Sydney, because, I look at the players, first of all, what a banger tournament that one was. I mean, I was out here up at 3 in the morning watching one of the best grand finals in Counter-Strike I've actually ever watched.
CS2 history.
I mean, as much as it's a funny joke, that was one of the best grand finals I have ever watched.
I'll be honest, I did not watch a lick of Sydney. I was snoozing.
Of course. I was the only person. I was the only person in North America who was watching all of it. I was up at
Respect.
4 a.m. and it was a great final, all things said.
Yeah.
We have a little. I mean, as much as we'd love to talk about Sydney, I actually want to hold over here for just a moment long because I want to actually find out these map stats regarding Inferno from IEM Sydney and about like win percentage. It was pretty lopsided in the CT side over
Yeah.
there in Sydney. Now only
I'm
a
sure
couple,
it was.
yeah, only a couple games, like not a huge sample size, all things said, but a 57% CT round win percentage is something to talk about.
That was kind of what I was hinting at there when I was mentioning just my personal experience, which has nothing, close to the level of pro play that we see right here. But it's like when I feel this map shift to a CT side in my like matchmaking games because of the utility that I'm getting thrown at, or that's getting thrown at me, it's like I know when it comes to tier 1 play, it's going to be amplified that much more because they're going to have 10 different ways that they can take every prong of the map here. And that's what everyone has kind of been experiencing. That's what's been a huge issue with this the open skyboxes and things like that. It's been kind of a concern here, especially on this map when the map control options are not there really for the side of BESTIA, and you can see it kind of flaring up.
Yeah, we're going to toss this one off to a bit of a break, though, as we have to halt our Inferno discussion as we're getting some further technical issues that are probably going to take a little bit to resolve. But when we come back, we're going to jump back into BESTIA and see if they can solve this CT side issue that ODDIK are posing to them. Back in a bit.
That same old feeling, don't know what's right or wrong, searching for meaning, I've been thinking about it way too long. So whatever you long for, don't give up along the way, just don't give up along the way, and cherish the moment. Come on up and just let go. Come on up and just let go. No more competing, bound to your inner voice, yeah. Things seem misleading, just until you stop and make your choice. So whatever you long for, don't give up along the way, just don't give up along the way, and cherish the moment. Come on up and just let go. Come on up and just let go. Let it 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 go. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? If we go down in history. If we go down in history. beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? If we go down, we go down in history. If we go down, we go down in history. How can I save you when you're tangled in your lies? Caught up in the middle, I can see it in your eyes. Lonely in the corner, waiting for somebody to come and save you from the cold of night. Easily, we've been falling in disbelief. I think I'm ready for another try, but this feels like the last time. So why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. Why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. So why did you say goodbye? Quiet like the ocean, with the rumble running deep. This is how I see you when you hide your feels from me. Why you heavy-hearted? Cut the silence, talk to me. Release your mind, get what you need. Easily, we've been falling in disbelief. I think I'm ready for another try, but this feels like the last time. So why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. Why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. So why did you say goodbye? It doesn't matter. We seem too young to understand. For the better, the weather changes when we dance. Belong together, catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever, where the rhythm never ends. 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 Where the rhythm never ends.
understand. For the better. The weather changes when we dance. Belong together. Catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever. Where the rhythm never ends. 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 Where the rhythm never ends.
I've been known to lie, I've been known to lie. I was sitting all alone on the sidewalk when you caught me by surprise. I'm a lone wolf, I die by my own rules. I know when to follow my prey, and now it's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. Give me some clarity. First time that we met not long ago. Before you had to get back on the road, we spend every second of the day together. I remember when we talked till 3 a.m. Driving around in town in your old van. Tell stories about who we used to be. I still feel your touch though you're not here. Since you've been gone, you're all I see. Still hear your voice, why don't we speak?
Well, it was a bit of a long technical pause, folks, but we are back live. So, ODDIK, they've been absolutely thrashing BESTIA here, but now BESTIA are going to try and turn up the pace, and it's going to work out well. Noxie, the opener, but Ponter with a double. A perfect flash follow-up from Naita allows this, and BESTIA have been stifled once more.
Fire right there. Whoa, with volleying his teammate off, cooling him off there as he goes forward
no.
there. Deco's volley will deliver. An elevated angle doesn't work out for Turtle. He gets blasted out of the server there by Thomas, and on a quick adjustment. And we've got ourselves, as the dust settles, a 2v2. After a long pause, it's Whiplash here into the 8th round.
An off angle going to be assembled by Woody. But he's going to go for the mid clear. And now he has to be worried about his apartments. He's going to turn back into Boiler, but he's missed the first, but he might catch the tail end of this. Walking up. Deco fires off. That's the bomb spotted. Oh, but wasn't ready for Thomason. Already at the balcony. Woody goes down, and this is looking like a round for BESTIA, but the bomb has to cross safely into the site. He's being very careful about it. Ponter does drop it, and this makes things very weird. Now 1v1.
Multiple flashes here and a quick wrap already being established here from Ponter. He's going to continue to progress here, but Thomason might be expecting this soon.
Could descend into the apartments if he wanted to, but Ponter's Surely gonna have to assume that he's made it to the site, but back turned. Thomason, oh, he just escapes the crosshairs of Ponter. And look at this. He's going for his own wraparound, but you have to think, Ponter starting to realize that this is the possibility. Fake defuse, and he knows Thomason, oh, he's went all the way around, and he's completely prepared for it. What a clutch from Ponter. It's now 7 rounds to ODDIK.
There wasn't a question in this guy's mind just where his opponent was chasing him down from right there. That's incredible preparation from Ponter. And he had a good idea that he could have been rapping, but, you know, I would have been concerned for, like, an apartments play or something along those lines for that to come through there. And as things resume there, Ponter starts things off, or rather continues things in success there for ODDIK. There's no misstep as they hop in away from the momentum shifting pauses that we can talk about when tech issues come through, but your team with the lead. Oh, that's a huge clutch to re-inspire some momentum.
Oh no, not exploding as well. Goes down to 12 HP, runs through the smoke just to escape the molly. But you can see just the amount of pressure this CT side is beginning to put on. The BESTIA is forcing some risks to be taken. Luckily, no punishes just yet.
Does look like the T side is trying a lot more for aggressive movements here to try and take some map control, but that's true right back in return. As Tuurtle with the flash play in, he will get eliminated with only a single kill there. Actually, still having impact, even though he's on 1 HP now. He's able to tank a shot there before walking away, and still kicking now. A minute left on the clock. They just gotta wait out this utility here, and they will reclaim brackets control.
Only one flash though to do it. Woody in prime position, first kill, and gets away. Escapes the scene and stops them in their tracks. Ponter covering Woody, who gets a second. It's Thomason only on 25 HP, and flash to the sky as well. He just moves out of this one, essentially. You would have to think first kill though on a Woody is good, and he gets advantage here on the site. The plant will go on in. Flank developing. Matios and the reload. Low HP for Thomason is not going to help him here, as now it's 8 rounds to ODDIK in absolute domination on Inferno.
Be able to close things off. These consistent bomb plants are good, but they're not going to mean too much if they can't make the gun rounds work. There's still so much money being built up here that ODDIK have established after cleaning rounds in and out. Again, that's another super solid A-hold right there. It feels like all the pieces are working together there. Woody with the op, repositioning perfectly to, you know, set his teammates up for success. When BESTIA are going for trades, they're running into crossfires they don't even know about. That's a perfect way to play a defense here. Again, just consistent mid smoke. Being thrown out to threaten potential aggression.
It's actually been established here for BESTIA, but Luchon's looks into the wall. Oh boy, it gets messy down there in bottom banana. A Woody here could lock in Myron if he decides to walk around this corner, and he does. That's the op shot ringing out. Deco also on 7 HP. Turtle also lands the dink. And walking into this site, absolutely battered right now. He still needs to put up the hold, but he hits it while blind. He hits the second player in. That is unbelievable. You gotta be fuming if you're Thomason. And Deco now in a 7 HP clutch that he won't win. 9 rounds to ODDIK.
Oh my god, Woody. Unbelievable. Hits the timing shot right there. Might have been better off just tossing an AG down range and finding both of them, but lands a blinded up op shot. 12 and 4 for the op IGL there. On the side of ODDIK, having a field day with his aggressive maneuvers. Just letting them walk right into his hands. And you mentioned that this map, it might lean itself more towards the A side, right? That's what we're seeing right now here for BESTIA and a lot of their map movements. And Woody's having a field day with that, right? He's just taking all these picks. He's taking all these angles, and he's hitting every shot. He's not missing the tripwires. And that is going to really firmly establish your A side. Maybe even inspire more defense towards that B side.
Wow. It just doesn't stop. Matios in towards banana right now. Just the forward CT side is disassembling. BESTIA not ready for the pace of Inferno in CS2. They pick their poison, and it stings.
Again, it's that solid defense that I'm talking about towards A that's being established after success towards that B side of the map. Arch's smoke isn't going to dissuade Turtle. He's going to stick around here. Another kill rolls on out there. It's a little off. Taking deep from Turtle, and it's more damage on his way out of that round. There's still 2 more players that they have to crack through on this A site.
Yeah, Woody still very much in position. Flash is good, but he still swings in and adjusts for the flick. 4 HP for Noxy. This is gonna be a double-digit half. This is... you can't do anything about it. You just can't. And the fact of the matter is, you know, prior to that technical pause, BESTIA burned all 3 of their timeouts to try and find a solution. They couldn't do it. And it's just been a rampage from ODDIK.
Yeah, we've seen an attempt here from BESTIA to try and pick up the pace a little bit, but that hasn't been a massive addition or adjustment here. It hasn't really changed the end results. It's maybe gotten them a few bomb plants. It's made it closer, but ODDIK have also been clutching out every round since Bonter's little 1v2 that he was able to establish. So we got more aggression down middle as well.
Oh, flying through alt middle though. It's finally, this is the proper adjustment. You gotta focus into alt mid. I know how things work out. Woody though, in some trouble. 5-7, not good enough. And this is looking to be the second round for BESTIA. The T's will escape the grasp of the flank. And this should just be a lock-in. Thomason also gets to pick up that AWP. Sponsor jumps up into the apartments. There's a back turn here from Iron. Oh my goodness. Use this opportunity to sneak aside, or Willie. Iron spins around right to his doom, but there's still a chance somehow. 2 versus 3. Give it a whirl. Give it a go. Flashbang over. Back of the site as well. But now that Ponter's out of this one, all right. It will be the second round for BESTIA. We're going to toss this one off to a halftime break, as BESTIA really need to start this comeback with a pistol round and a lot more. well, Bestia did cap off the half with something a little bit more inspiring. You know, it's MR12 we're working with. They don't have the time to adjust. They're down 10-2. Basically just a pistol round away from being out of this game. 5 John McCall, extra McHenry, but this could be a quick 2-0, and we could see one of the favorites head down to the lowers.
Yeah, a bit of a shock to their system here, and that lower bracket's not looking too friendly right now, but it's looking like that could be the case. They're an initial entry there coming through out of the gates, and we'll see what they can do to defend.
A perfect flashbang. Myron out of position right now, forced to hide away, but he cannot escape the inevitability of ODDIK. That's going to be the plant in a 2 versus 5, and all that you could feel here for Bestia is dread. I mean, if you could save, you would, but it's a pistol round. Might as well try and toss something into the ring, as ODDIK don't want to let you save. They want some entertainment, but that's what we're going to have to get here. A pistol round save in 11 rounds, ODDIK.
That's devastating, man. And you know, my big key here was maybe, just maybe Bestia on this CT side would hop on into the action and start to show us why they picked this map. But, you have to win a pistol round to do that, right? They have to.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of room to lose the pistol.
I mean, I'll also be serious in the fact that, yeah, as those kills go down top banana, but Bestia, I won't say they necessarily look lost, but they just weren't prepared for the pace that ODDIK were tossing at them on the CT side. Maybe a little bit of a shock to the system after what happened at IEM Sydney. A lot of teams took to the demos, saw, you know, what the top teams in the world were doing, taking all this banana space and this mid control very early in these rounds, and ODDIK were just getting blasted on the gunfights in every single situation. As unfortunately, we're gonna have another not live situation. Oh goodness, that's a lot of wine down the drain. That was 8 for 10 years and just taken down with a couple USP shots. Heartbreaking. But back to the point, and that is Bestia kinda came into this one. They picked this map, but it looks like they weren't prepared for the kind of pace that was being tossed at them. Just non-stop banana brawling, mid control, and ODDIK were victorious on every front.
Yeah, I was really hoping that we would see them come through and show us something here. Again, the key detail there was on that CT side. If they were able to, you know, deliver a little bit of that success there out of the gates, get a pistol round rolling, and show us that, you know what, they can have that same sort of pacey nature, like you know, like ODDIK was throwing at them. But we're probably not going to be able to see that. We're obviously getting a force buy here because they're not left any other options. But unless they win this force buy, it's just not going to be any sort of evidence to prove here. And the T side maybe just wasn't enough at the end of the day.
So here we have it. I mean, non-stop technical pauses back and forth, but I think the reality here is just Inferno has changed. And I mean, we were kind of talking about it after the break, but you think maybe it's do you think it's a little unfair that, you know, it's turning out to be a bit more CT-sided, or does the meta just have to adapt? Do people just have to find solutions? Because Bestia spent all 3 of their first timeouts in this map trying to find solutions. They couldn't find it. Should we accept that this map might just be more CT-sided in the future?
Yeah, it's going to be more CT-sided. There's no question about it. The answers, though, is going to be that we need to see the T side here. You know, the likes of teams here in the Tier 1 space, grinders in Tier 2, start to figure out ways where they can work a little bit more on the CT side. That's going to be the key. But for now, like, yeah, I do feel like we're going to see out of the gates, like, similar to back in the day when there wasn't a lot of good options for the CT side on Inferno. Or rather, Ancient. You know, a lot of teams struggled on that map out of the gates, and they were still willing to play it. We saw big comebacks and things of that nature. So it just might be the case that is what we're dealing with in the early days, and maybe in the future we can see those adjustments come to fruition. But we are back into the action here, and it's all in.
Here we go. Bestia are throwing everything at the wall to get this one started. Mag 7s, Desert Eagle, come on. It is actually just the junk for this round. It looks like look at this from ODDIK, already prepared with that top mid smoke as well to shut down any support of aggression. Jumping up into the apartments. Myron has Thomason's Mag 7 next to him. Back turned. Trade there. Mag 7, though, still needing to ring out, and it does. Thomason does pick up a rifle for himself. And then he's starting out of the apartment's balcony and find some more impact. And that he has. 13 HP remaining on Matios. Real opportunities here. Little control has yet to be established. HP on a Mac 10 is not going to be jumping through a smoke anytime soon. The bomb plant has been established. Players, though, for CT side, knocking on that site door.
It's going to be a tough retake to make happen here, but Deco, he is going to go down early, and another kill comes through. This was their chance to get back into this one, but it might just slip
oh,
from
no.
their fingertips right now.
And that's it. It's 12-2 now, Cole. The retake does not work out. Bestia had player advantage. They had HP advantage. But ODDIK simply with the better position. They best the force buy. And it's just going to be desperation from here on out for Bestia. They need to win the next 10 rounds in a row to dodge what is mostly, what most would say is an embarrassing score to have on your map pick. The lower bracket calls.
And they're going to answer here very soon. Again, force buys for the remainder of the game for this team. They're left with no other options. Got themselves a okay force buy here that maybe they can make work, but that is a big maybe. There's the initial kill there, the follow-up, and
okay,
they start to find some success, some ground manufactured early. Will they be able to keep this up, though?
I mean, this is a start. ODDIK are very low on money, so I see a couple of freebie rounds. Well, you know, when you're down this much, all it takes is just one mistake, and the game begins to spiral. All right, so Cole, there is one opportunity here. Manios just has a free walk out of the apartments. This is a little too much for my liking. He'll spray down the first in Deco and start to throw his A-site defense into disarray. This should not be happening. Jumping through the molly, though, with your knife out. Oh, that's not going to work out. Knighted does find a kill on the opposite side of the map. But this one should settle the Bestia in a 1v2 with bomb control as well.
Not a lot of options here. Recover this one. So I think the best option is really to save the Galil there, unfortunately for him. Well, that isn't exactly ideal.
There we have it.
A chance to start to reply here. Foundations being built. Bestia, they have to play it flawless from this point forward, though. There really isn't any room for error.
You wonder if ODDIK are actually, they're just going to call on a timeout. That is, they are already like in full control of this situation. You call a timeout immediately after your first round loss. First of all, in this half, and well, prior to that, they had won something along the lines like 10 of the last 11, like just to showcase the dominance that ODDIK have been on, and they're still in full control. Like, they still have their head on their shoulders even after kind of getting caught out by a gimmicky setup in the apartments. They're gonna buy back into this, which I respect. Woody had enough to purchase. Mostly everyone had enough to purchase. And even then, the round still got close there for Bestia despite the free double opener, so can't trust everything here. It's just going to be a fast B play, or at least up banana for that matter. It's a brawl. Deco can't quite hold on. Loot shop down to 8. He will survive for just the moment. Not going to be able to escape just yet. Smoke will help him out there.
That's huge. Right there, we're seeing some of the same moves being made. Same level of success here for Bestia, but they still got to finish the job. Not done just yet. By any means. from this point forward, a little bit slower in pace here now. Not overextending, not over-rushing their hands. I'm going to continue to keep a measured aggression here. But diving back towards A would not be the ideal move. That would
Good
lead
read.
them to a bit of problems.
It's a good read from BESTIA because, you know, with full banana control established, you think, okay, the T side wants to work other parts of the map. Now, the thing is here for BESTIA is no one's actually in the apartments at the moment. So there's little to no information on this potential play. And the person defending is the 8 HP Luchov. Can he deliver anything from this off angle? It's going to be a charge out. Good for the first, but he misses the initial shots. He's going to go down. 20 seconds remaining as the T's begin to filter out in towards pit. Even a smoke maybe help the cross, but Noxy is still covering, and the bomb needs to make its way over, but Woody survives. Now they can swing together. Noxy's gonna go down, and that's the map via kills. 13-3 for ODDIK, and BESTIA are down to the lowers.
It's a win by elimination right there to finish the job. Of course it is. It looked so strong. It looked like out of the gates, ODDIK had done a lot of work on this map there, and BESTIA were not prepared.